Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I am going to talk about the use of transitivity in suicide notes stated in the article. As we know that language that we use today as a media to communicate with other people, and also the language that we use as a media to express or our emotional feeling. We humans share our feeling between other people, of course, and also that we share people that we share sometimes are friends or sometimes family, but some people who do not have friends or family to share their emotion with, and sometimes they isolated themselves from community or surroundings, could lead them to have a suicide. And often these people who commit suicide, they left a message containing apologies, or sometimes they ask for something. And behind these words that they wrote lies something truth that must be uncovered through the transitivity system in what we call functional grammar. That we could, in this use of the systems, we could uncover that what the people who commit suicide experience it before they commit suicide. So the method of the analysis from the journal, from the article. The first one is the writer collect and analyze and also check the trustworthiness of the data. In this case, the suicide note that the people left, and next the notes that they have been collected and then separated into sentences and clauses, and each clauses were identified based on the transitivity theory by Halliday and then categorized them into each parts. And then the writer calculate each element or each type of the each element of the transitivity, and then count them into so that they can have the percentage. So the three people whom commit suicide are, the first one is Jia Khan. Jia Khan were commit suicide in 2016, and her suicide notes were found in her house and then investigated by CBI. The second one is Kevin Carter, died on his truck, died of carbon monoxide, and he left a note on the passenger seat. The next one is Virginia Woolf. She left two suicide notes, and the notes were posted in her husband's autobiography. And the the results of the analyzation, the writer consult resulted in three constituents of transitivity system, which were process type, participant function, and circumstantial elements, which the latter is actually optional. The process type founds were material, mental, relational, behavioral, verbal, and existential. The participant function that were found were related to the process type. And the circumstantial elements were optional, thus only clauses that contain circumstantial elements that were analyzed. The first one, the writer uh, collect all these clauses, all the process types, and then made it into a table. And the first table that contained about the process type of transitivity analysis, as we said before, that the process found were six types of process: material, mental, relational, behavioral, verbal, and existential. The total of occurrences of the process type were 170, with the highest occurrences of process type is material type, with 73 frequency of occurrences, and the least occurrence of process type is existential. The next one is a table for participant types. As we said that before, the participant types that occur is related with the material, is related with the process type that the highest process that occur, and so that the highest participant function that occur in this case, where actor and goal, which is in 73 types of frequency for actor and 33 frequency of occurrences for goal, with two types of participant which are not found or not being used in the suicide notes were behavior and target. Next one, about the circumstantial elements. The circumstantial elements types were found about 100 or 108 times, with the highest occurrence is location, and the least one or none, that none of them that which are found are the contingency and angle type of circumstantial elements. So the conclusion for the article and for the results and the results and the conclusion for the results that in the article is that in this article it is talk about the note, the transitivity, the use of transitivity system that may appear in suicide notes of three people, whom are Jia Khan, Kevin Carter, and Virginia Woolf. Over 100 more than 160 or exactly 170 clauses were analyzed, and the highest process that occur and the highest process that showed in the art in this suicide notes were material process, and of course the participant also related to the material process, which in this case that the material, the participant, the highest participant also related to the highest process, which is a material, and the highest occurrences for circumstantial were location. In this case, the location consists of time and place. And that is all about this article. I'm very sorry about my explanation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.